Hi guys, welcome to the briefing for this first stage. Today, there's a long time trial on the program. Unsurprisingly, victory should go to a specialist of the discipline.
We have the last rider at the start of this individual time trial. He'll do his utmost to produce the best time. Come on, let's give him a hand.
Go! Go! Go on! It's not bad! You're managing your effort pretty well. Well done, guys. We're where we should be. We were aiming for a top 10 spot, and you did the job. I'm happy with that. We got off to a good start, and we must keep on like that. Hi guys, let's start the briefing for this stage. The main thing to grasp today is that the route is flat and without any difficulties. We had no real ambitions for the classification of this stage. The least that can be said is... Hi guys, let's start the briefing for this stage. Today it's a stage with cobbled sectors. It could get edgy. Positioning on the approach to the sectors is of vital importance. Cobblestones will make the race unpredictable. Keep an eye on the leader and, if he looks in difficulty, you've got to try...
Hello everyone. Flandrian classic specialists will be on familiar ground today. However, with only 5 sectors spread relatively far apart, the scenario should be totally different to a Paris-Roubaix.
It is not always a good idea to be too many in a breakaway, as the others will not necessarily want to cooperate with us. It's looking good. You've got more than a minute's lead on the peloton. You are 2 kilometers from the top. They're riding hard behind. This isn't the moment to relax.
Before getting down to the nitty-gritty, the riders will vie with each other for the intermediate sprint of the day during their passage through Roubaix.
You're 5 kilometers from the intermediate sprint. The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed.
The front runners will soon enter the feed zone. We will then be into the heart of the matter, with the first paved sectors.
The peloton is 1 minute 30 behind you.
The peloton is 1 minute away.
Your opponents are upping the pace to hold off the peloton. You have 30 seconds on the peloton. Watch out. You're not going to be able to attack for much longer.
The next sector is located in Bercy. It is 1,400 meters long.
Watch out. You're not going to be able to keep up this pace for very long. You risk a blow-up.
The upcoming sector is another name that's well known to the Paris-Roubaix faithful. Auchy-Breuvry-la-Forêt, also called Chemin des Abattoirs. The head of the race has 1.5 minutes lead on the peloton. .30 lead for the head of the race. The riders are all back together. Everything will be played out in the final kilometers. Here's a pure rouleur. Make sure you don't leave him alone up front. It will be difficult to catch him, and it's better for him to finish on his own.
The breakaway threatens the overall standings. He's decided to get his guys to put their foot down.
He's a free element. He can upset the apple cart if conditions are right.
A teammate has just been dropped. You can't count on him any longer. "10 kilometers from the finish for the men in the lead. They can believe it's possible." He's got his teammates riding because in front there's a rider who's dangerous to him in the overall standings.
He's a tough nut to be making off now.
If you continue at this rate, you'll explode. Well done, lads. You rode a very good stage today, finishing in the top 5, even though the stage didn't Hi guys, let's start the briefing for this stage. Today is a tiring route, where the closing kilometers should suit the punchers, and an opportunity to lead.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Today the stage is set for the first showdown between the climbers and the punchers. The Croix des Moines and Grosse-Pierre passes will already have whittled away the weakest when the final summit looms, the Col de la Moselaine. The beginning of this stage is not difficult. We should witness a morning breakaway which will attempt to hold off the favourites in the final kilometres of the stage.
Go, go! You can liven up the race. There's no bus blocking the finish line. The breakaway riders are increasing the gap. They are not dangerous for the overall standings. We can let them go.
The gap is decreasing. The peloton has not given up. Time gap stabilized.
Guys, don't forget to protect our leader. Communication is important. That's why we have TeamCom.
The gap between the peloton and the escapees is stable.
There's not much going on. Isn't there someone who wants to liven up the race with an attack?
The race leaders are approaching the intermediate sprint. It will be played out in Epinal. The riders will then enter the feed zone.
If we want the stage victory, we're going to have to set the tempo, guys. Go! Go!
The breakaway is losing its lead. It's going to be difficult for them. The head of the race has 1.5 minutes lead on the peloton. Last time checked with the breakaway, 1 minute. We'll have to keep something in reserve if we want to get away in the final kilometers. The first King of the Mountain summit is classified as a Category 3. There will be 2 points and 1 point to be scored at the top.
They're riding hard behind. This isn't the moment to relax.
His team is after you because he's surely aiming for the stage win. Go! Go do your utmost! Okay, we'll consume a feed. Change of leader in the overall youth standings.
The descent is not very steep. It would oblige riders to pedal if they don't want to lose time. It will also prevent them from fully recovering before they hit the next pass.
You were first over the top of the climb. That's good. We are the virtual leaders of the white jersey standings. Good. Keep it up.
Breakaway over. The front runners will soon begin the Grosse-Pierre climb. At 3 kilometers it mightn't be very long, but the slope is sometimes over 15%. There will be 2 points and 1 point to be shared at the top. He's trying to get out of the peloton. Watch out.
There's movement behind. He takes the virtual lead of the overall standings.
Counter-attack at the front of the peloton.
You've just taken the top spot of the climber standings. That's good. Keep it up.
You'll have to stay focused on the final descent. Even if it isn't dangerous, the slightest mistake and trajectory can cost the stage win.
Bleib dran!
5 kilometers. It's going to be complicated with the final short climb.
The finish will be adjudged at the top of the mausoleum, just about 2 kilometers, but at an average of more than 10% and with a section at over 13% a few meters from the line. A real strongman's finish.
There's movement behind.
Allez, on donne tout.
He's trying to get out of the peloton. Watch out.
You have 30 seconds on the peloton.
Allez,
30 seconds lead for the head of the race.
Continuez comme ça.
1 kilometer. You'll have to be on your guard to avoid blowing up. It can prove costly on such percentages. Counter-attack at the front of the peloton.
He's amongst the leading riders this year. He tops the standings and will receive the traditional
Top 5 place today. The podium seemed possible. It's a pity. It's the final stage, guys. Today, there's a team time trial on the program. Let me remind you that it's the